Hello everyone, I am here to discuss one of relational algebra's set operation, and that is intersection. But before I discuss it further, let me introduce first myself. My name is Joel Gano, and I am your reporter for today from Group 4. Let me explain first, what is an intersect? In algebra, it is the intersection of two sets. A and B is the set of elements that are in both A and B. So the symbol of intersection is an upside down U, like this one. In making a Venn diagram, we are often interested in the intersection of two sets. That is, what items are shared between categories. In this diagram, the teal area, where blue and green overlap, represents the intersection of A and B. Now let us discuss SQL intersection. The SQL intersect clause operator is used to combine two select statements but returns rows only from the first select statement that are identical to a row in the second select statement. This means intersect returns only common rows returned by the two select statements. If a record exists in one query and not in the other, it will be omitted from the intersect results. It only returns any distinct values that are returned by both the query on the left and the right side of the intersect operator. And MySQL does not support the intersect operator. Let's have a visual explanation of intersect operator. In this example, the circles represents two queries. The orange circle is the left query, whereas the blue circle is the right query. The area within each circle represents the query results. As you can see, the green portion represents the result of the intersect operator. This area represents those that are both on the left and right query. But why do we use intersect? The intersect operator is good when you want to find common rows between two results. The intersect operator is similar to the AND operator. However, they operate on different database objects. The intersect operator is used to compare entire rows, whereas the AND operator is used to compare columns within rows. The syntax of SQL intersect is select column name or column names from table 1, intersect select column name or column names from table 2. Let us have our first example. Here we have two tables, namely first and second table. They both have the columns student ID, first name, and last name. The top query is commonly called the left query, and the bottom query is commonly called the right query. So the result set will look like this. The common rows for both tables are students Julie Carwood and Thomas Daly. Let us have another example. Here we have two tables, namely EMP_test and EMP_design. They both have the columns EMP_ID, EMP_name, EMP_address, and EMP_SSS. The query is select EMP_ID, EMP_name, EMP_SSS from EMP_test. Intersect select EMP_ID, EMP_name, EMP_SSS from EMP_design. The result set will look like this. The only common row for both tables is the employee Kathy Baker. In this third example, the two tables are vendor contact and vendor address. The first table have columns vendor ID, vendor name, phone number, and modified date. The second table have columns vendor ID, address, city, and modified date. Let us take the intersection of both tables. Select vendor ID, modified date from vendor contact, intersect select vendor ID, modified date from vendor address. The result set will look like this. The common rows for both tables are vendor Santa Fe Moped, Australian Club, and Western Sports, which has a corresponding vendor ID 100, 101, and 102. Please take note of the following reminders. There must be the same number of expressions in both select statements. The corresponding expressions must have the same data type in the select statements. SQL query must be the same data type in both the first and second select statement. The following is an example of SQL intersect that has one field with the same data type. In this SQL intersect example, if a supplier ID appeared in both the suppliers and order table, it would appear in your result set. Now let's test your knowledge. Given these two tables, CMSC 202 and CMSC 206, write an SQL statement that will get the student ID, first name, and last name columns only. Determine the intersection of both tables and the corresponding result set. If your answer looks like this, you are correct. You fully understand the concept of SQL intersect. This ends our lesson about SQL intersection. I hope you learned something from me, and thank you very much for listening.